Welcome to Fall Tree Luminaire. First, take the shrink wrap off of your plastic mason jar. Next, pull out your 3 different colored tissue papers. With each, you'll want to rip off about the size of a coin. You'll do this until you completely ripped up each of the squares of yellow, orange, and red. These will be the leaves. It's great fun. It's almost as if we're putting together a big pile of fall leaves. Almost seems like it's a pile of leaves to jump in, doesn't it? Now that you've put the leaves off in a pile off to the side, you can go ahead and get the foam brush and the Mod Podge. You'll start to coat the outside of the mason jar. Do little sections at a time. You don't want to put it on the bottom, but as close to the edge as possible. Once you have your one section started, you can start tapping on with your finger lightly some of the quote-unquote leaves. It's really cool. Make sure you cover all the area with the different colors. Once you've filled that whole section with the leaves, start painting the next section with the Mod Podge. It kind of looks like a glue paint, if you will, and keep continuing until the whole jar is covered. Now, pull aside the brown paper. You'll want to make some kind of tree shapes using the inspiration such as this. Cutting just little branches. Again, as a trunk, if you look at a tree, it's thicker on the bottom and then it goes skinnier towards the top. Here's kind of what I made. Go ahead and dab some more of the Mod Podge on top of the leaves that you've set and start to stick on your tree branch. Once you've stuck that on, you'll completely coat that tree so that it stays in place. Notice how the leaves are the edges are kind of wrinkling up. This is where you're going to need to cover completely with a decoupage over the whole project again and allow it to dry. It might look a little messy, but it'll dry clear. For any loose ends, for the final touch with the decoupage, or you can also call it Mod Podge, I paid really close attention to making sure that I put a little lip around the edges and also on the bottom. So kind of is going over the paper edge and going a little bit more on the jar, but that's because I was a little afraid that over time it might start to peel from those loose edges. So now time to let it dry. I put it in front of a sunny window, thinking maybe it would help dry it a little quicker. It certainly is beautiful in the sun, isn't it? And finally, after it's completely dry, grab your battery-operated tea light, and on the bottom you'll see there's a switch. Just switch it on, and you can stick it on inside of your jar. Now, you can still see the glow even though it's daylight, but boy, won't that look cool? Let's see if I can get this to get a little darker here so you can get the full effect. You ready, friends? Here we go. Ooh. Enjoy your fall leaf tree luminaire.